Hello and welcome back to part 4 of our beginner's walkthrough for Fallout 76 with the 2022 editions. To recap real quick, I've gone ahead and already checked in at the kiosk, gotten the XP for that, run to the church, took a nap so that I regained my well-rested bonus, and the next responder that was prompted in the kiosk was Delbert Winters, and when I got to his house it had been thoroughly looted. So I've backed up and server hopped, and hopefully we'll have a little more luck here. No such luck. Well, we will still get to listen to his story.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Lit my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see, helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways. When this all happened,
there we go, clean up our quest lines.
It was time.
Now we're going to have to hurry if we're going to get all of this done.
But it wasn't, was it? We're still here.
Within the hour scope of this video. So here's a
that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrong.
Recipe for ribeye steaks.
Didn't give enough to charity, maybe. Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought some things that ought not to been thought.
Here's the recipe for apple chili.
So I asked how? Why? I fought your wars on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind a dumpster. You ought to cook that
Here's
first.
some Brahmin meat.
Seemed obvious.
A hide that we'll need.
We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own.
Let's see if I can milk one of these.
I realized right then and there.
Nope.
That I was being tasked. From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food, fed anyone who walked up with an empty belly, and I was thankful for my task in life. Thankful. Next time hell or high water land in my stoop, I'll be swept clear away with it. But until then, let's share a home-cooked meal together, all right?
There we go. Cook his rad steaks. Ribeye. All right. Run back to the kiosk here. And this should get us to level 5. Now it's asking us to contact the responders using the database. And at this point we're going to get to log in as a volunteer, not as a guest. And at this point we're seeing that all the responders have been summoned to Morgantown Airport for a attack of a large horde of Scorched by Maria Chavez. There we go. are now level 5. So let's go ahead and level up. Now, I had the very unusual luck of getting the Lone Wanderer cards right away. I'm going to go ahead and put one more point into Charisma so that I can level up the Lone Wanderer to rank 3. This is not very typical at all. Let's see. First Aid is a good card. Action Boy is a good card. Scrounger is an excellent card. Let's take Scrounger. Now we can go ahead and equip Scrounger. Let's scrap. Sell.
If you're here to sign up, just use one of our handy dandy terminals.
And we'll sell all our pre-war food.
While you're here, why not grab a stem back or two?
Keep my whiskey. Alright, now let's start the systemized looting. Do a little eating and drinking. Which means dropping. Yes, we'll need the extra carry weight, so by all means. Should have some purified water here. Yeah. All right. So the first place we want to check out is this very first house right here. Always checks the mailboxes. Get some suit flowers. I'm going to turn that off real quick. And here we find Willie Mae, one of the survivors.
I pressed the button. Hush. I think it's recording now. Shush. Hello? Hello there? Oh, I think it's working. I hate these things. This is Willie Mae, and I was asked to talk a bit about my life since the war to help educate future children someday.
Okay. We're also going to grab this Who Goes There Part 1.
I thought I'd just watch my programs and entertain the grandkids in my retirement. But that didn't turn out to be the case. I'm just glad they all made it to the vault in time, you see. When I saw it in a dream, I knew my
Turn to the
prayers
left.
were answered. My husband Frank used to work in the mines. Just a bit before the war, there was... and he didn't come home. I don't know what happened to him or why he never came home for sure. And between you and me, I'm fine with that. since the war, I've just read my old newspapers and listened to music. It's very peaceful for once, which is just right nice by me.
Some items right here by the
Ever hear
car.
of the Watoga Times Atomic Lottery? The winner got 10 years worth of Blamco mac and cheese, and Salisbury steak, and Nuka-Cola, of course. I played that lottery for 20 years, and I finally won the month before the war. It lasted only 8 years, though. But who can you complain to? By the time it ran out, I had heard the responders' radio broadcast, so I went out to find them and get supplies.
Jump up
Bless
on
their
this,
hearts. Well,
and
I'm
we
going
get the
home
survivor
now.
story of the.
Boy, it's been like 10 years since I did one of these. Dasa said she lost my original one, though. Bummer.
Yeah.
My name
There's
is Colonel,
Mr.
so...
the
Hey,
Colonel
hi.
as an adult.
Let's see. Bombs fell when I was a kid. My dad died in the war, you know, so this is all pretty normal. My story is, I guess, boring.
For some reason, we always want to pick up the kids'
So
toys,
Dasa found
Baby
me when I was
Rattle's
13
kids'
or
toys,
so. She
because
brought me
they're
to
full of
responders
lead.
and taught me everything. I became a volunteer.
Little commentary on
That's great.
1950s child
For the past 5
safety.
years, I've been a
I'm gonna
responder myself.
stick to the left here as we go down
I
the
help kids
street.
who lost their families. Get them safe, trained. Just act like a big brother. Every year we find fewer people though, so I don't know. Things are not good out there. Just getting simple food and water is tough. And the brotherhood.
We're gonna need that hide
well,
because now that we're level 5, we can start wearing level 5 armor
different, though.
and using level 5 weapons.
So anyway,
So before
maybe
we
in
leave
10 years,
town, that's
Dasa
one of
lets
our
me do
goals,
another one
is
of these
to
survivor stories.
craft a new set of armor.
Till then, peace, Appalachia.
Here we get Miguel's story.
Ah, hello, person in the distant future. Dasa told us these tapes would be used as historical records someday.
We don't see a body of Miguel anywhere.
So, my name is
Take-
Miguel Caldera. Let's see, my story begins in an office. I used to be a programmer at Vault-Tec, one of many. No, nobody special, you see. And, you know, and that's okay. I used to stare out that window by the coffee machine and think, shucks, I wish I could leave this job and hike in the woods every day.
Yes, unfortunately for us, it does look like
I
someone
dream
has
about
come
walking the
through
Appalachian Trail,
and done
setting
some
up
major
camp
looting.
wherever I liked, and traveling with close friends.
We've just got the the notice that someone has launched a nuke. We're safe here in the forest area.
And, well,
However,
you know,
you can look on your
bombs
map,
fell.
and you will see.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit
This
the
red
area at
area,
your
so if
earliest
you happen to be in the
convenience.
blast zone, then
Thank you.
you
for
want to
your
get moving.
cooperation.
Ooh, someone did leave behind a battery. Another excellent source of lead. Nothing behind here. Alright, it's highly likely that see if the ghouls have repopulated here at the Red Rocket. Yeah, so let's take them on in this direction. We'll go for a headshot. Where are you? There's usually one behind and one inside. Sure don't want them walking up on us later. There's our stash box. First we'll scrap. All right. Okay. Should have eased our carry weight. Then let's go back and store all our scrap. I'm also going to show you, I keep mentioning all the items that have lead. Something that can save you a lot of trouble is that you can actually hotkey these. So if you inspect it, hang on, or I'm sorry, do the component view. And then lead, we're going to tag it for search. See, it has a little question mark next to it. Now everything that we see with a question mark next to it will have lead as a component. Also, let's see. Let's go ahead and read these plans. And see what else we can stash to kind of lighten the load. Can stash that boiled water and any other ingredients. They're connected to all the cook stations, so they'll be there if we need them. Alright. Again, we've got to kind of get with it if we want to get finished here. Okay. Here's Delbert's house. We've already investigated it. As you can see around back, there's another settler. And here's some good plants. And we're going to go down the left-hand side of the street, this upper street. Nothing in the mailbox. And here at this flamingo house, the flag. Sometimes a walking cane. Level 1 safe. We did not get the lock picking perk yet. Ooh, soap. Soap on a rope. cigarettes for resale. Mop for the wood. Ooh, a recipe. And then we can read this. Ooh, another recipe. Already known it, but we'll take it anyways. See what's in his fridge. A Nuka cherry. And a beer. Some squirrel bits. More cigarettes. It's not going to let us pick up those shotgun shells. I guess that's for decoration only. This must be some kind of shrine there to Mia. It's missing Mia. I'll leave them in peace. Alright, and back on the move. So, here we are back where we started. Done both the left and right sides of that road. So now we'll get the left and right sides of this road. I'm going to leave all that glowing fungus for now. Nothing here in this truck. This is going to take us to what's known as the meeting house. See. Won't let us open the coffin here. Although I did. Oh, unfortunately, must be a child in the coffin. We will loot the doll. Read the guest book. Various responders and their thoughts. Pencil highlighted for lead. Baby rattle again with lead. Take these picture frames for the wood. Some bubble gum. You can read all of these. Many of these are notes from the young colonel. Okay, back there's the bridge. Continuing along the left-hand side of this street. You know, look, sometimes there can be a mod or a plan on those. Here's another weapons workbench. Let's go ahead and scrap our junk now. Good, down to 80. We'll go ahead and scrap this knife. Ooh, was hoping we'd get a mod. Let's scrap this cane. Okay, I've already investigated all of that. So we're gonna run down here. Fortunately, it looks like this has already been looted, but we do get another survivor, Scott. So let's go investigate what Scott calls his stash down by the Brahmin feeding tanks. And there we find his story.
Responder Dasa gave me some supplies in exchange for my survivor story. So, hi. My name is Scott Shepherd. Things are going all right. I was a nurse before the war, and I guess nothing much has changed. I just work for the responders now, and I don't get paid. The government is basically the same now as it was years ago. Wrecked, disorganized, cannot be trusted. Everyone knows this. You want to know why the war actually happened? Aliens. You think I'm joking? Listen.
I don't guess we needed 2 of those.
I saw him.
And always want to check these.
And I heard rustling from the bushes and a zapping noise. Next thing I know, I'm lightheaded and I felt myself falling to the ground. And I didn't even have a lot to drink. I woke up and I saw some little thing run into the bushes with my dog following it. And I knew something was wrong.
Okay.
I found my dog
Now,
later with a clump of green skin in his mouth.
one area we haven't investigated yet is the upstream of the church.
10 days later. 9 days, 19 hours to be exact. That's 235 hours precisely. You know what that is, right? That's right. The atomic number of the fissile isotope of uranium. They had a plan from the very beginning.
Again.
Why would they come after me first? Scott Shepherd, the nurse. Well, good question. I'm glad you asked. They have our blood. They knew which ones of us would survive. This is one big experiment to them. This whole thing was staged. Our lives, our thoughts, everything was designed for us, just like this conversation.
Yes.
Every word I'm saying. Planned. Time to
Yes,
wake up,
unfortunately,
Appalachia.
it
Find the
looks
ones
like
holding the strings and cut
in
the
this
cords.
multiplayer world that we're in, somebody else has come and done some looting. Oops. Not much left. We'll take this scrap. And then we're going to want to run up here to the belfry. We found old Colonel. Well, this was the hideout for young Colonel. And we're going to get to listen to his childhood tape, the one that was supposedly lost.
Dasa asked me if I would talk about how I got here. She asked everybody, so I said okay. My name's Colonel, and I'm 13 years old. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. The bombs and the messed up people and the cows with 2 heads, all of it. I was bad. Just bad. I cheated
A
on my
shortcut.
spelling test.
You can just take a jump down here.
Chip
We'll be
Wilkins
all right.
until he cried. I pushed Rosie McCloy down the stairs.
Scrap real
That
quick
cut
while we're
holes in the
here.
bottom of all the gym shorts, and I put glue in the mashed potatoes in the cafeteria. I told Harold Newell to eat 10 dead flies a day in order to grow muscles, and
Alright, got a
put
mod out of
Coca-Cola in
that.
the rat cage water bottles at the pet store. And, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about everything. Because my dad said if I wasn't this way, the bad things wouldn't happen.
So poor kid, Dad
I haven't
blames
seen Daddy since the bombs, and
him.
I guess he left because of that too.
There's some dead settlers.
It's okay.
Here's another.
I'm trying to be.
We call this a great war now. It's not been long.
She's the source of all these tapes, bugging people to fill them out.
Welcome to Survivor Stories. I'm Dasa Ben-Ami, a responder. I've been working with the responders for a couple of years now. I'm from Charleston originally, so it was easy to join up. What wasn't easy was the work. Rebuilding Appalachia from the rubble while survivors flock to us regularly from all over. So many have come and gone.
Back to the front
Their
church.
stories untold, their names lost to time. I thought we should preserve this history somehow.
You're upstairs.
I've decided to ask people to record their thoughts, their stories, anything they want to preserve forever. I'll call this series The Survivor Stories. I'll start with me. I was an anthropology PhD student at Tech University, final year. I was printing my thesis when I heard the sirens. I thought for sure
Tinker's
my
workbench.
father, a Tech employee, could take us all with him, but only 2 reservations came through. I refused to go. With my little brother, he went to the vault. They could not persuade me, though they tried. In the end, I pushed them inside it, and that was it. After that, I went back
You
home
can
to
see a little
Charleston.
camp across the way there.
Well, survived. Eventually, the responders formed, and I signed up right away. It was so hard.
There's an additional weapons workbench. Sometimes you need to search these shelves.
Relocating
Sometimes you
to
get a
Morgantown
mod
Airport, and now Flatwoods has been.
or a plan.
I remain optimistic. Been with them now for, I guess 2 years. We have big plans.
Gonna need that hide.
We can do so much to help. Maybe, just maybe, we can rebuild enough to be okay. And in the meantime, I will continue to record stories of survivors when I can. We are your history. This is Dasa Ben-Ami, signing off for now.
Now we get Sophie.
Is this thing on?
Great. Hello, survivors of this garbage dump. I'm Sophie, and this is my stupid survivor story.
Not an enthusiastic participant in the survivor stories.
Oh, yeah. Before the bombs, I was a librarian, and now I can read everything all the time. Whee! Look at me! I'm lucky. Wait, no. Maybe I was one of those farmers who prepared for the end times. Some sort of religious thing. Yeah, that's right. No, I got it.
Have you been
I
cooking?
was a sweet
If I
little
had
kid
big nose,
and lived
I
off
bet
some
it
cat
would
food
smell
containers in a
great.
super duper mart for months near my parents' rotting carcasses. Nobody came. Nobody. I learned how to deal. You should too. The responders
It
are
sure
a
is
joke.
Great to see living
Nobody
women
helps
being
anybody anymore.
again.
Get a grip. If you're not a total idiot, you'll get out of this dump before the responders get you killed. Leave the sick behind. We're better off. Trust me. Whiny babies can stay here and play make-believe, but
volunteer.
anyone with half a
If
brain
you
will go up to the
need
mountains and drop the dead weight.
Bobbits got you covered.
Delbert already tried to stop me.
Alright.
To say nobody will be around to teach you how to eat shit now, Flatwoods. Bye, suckers. Love always, Sophie.
Okay. Before we venture on, we have an armor workbench right here. And now that we're level 5, we can wear level 5 armor. So, I'm going to go ahead and unequip all of this so that it can be scrapped, and hopefully we'll even get some mods out of that. Let's see. Yeah. First, let's scrap all our junk. There we go. Now let's craft. Now we can go to level 5, and as you see, it's a little bit more protection. Now let's go ahead and switch to modify. Okay, we can upgrade to boiled leather. And we'll definitely want to equip all of this. Next step, let's go ahead and craft up some food real quick. And run down here to the water.
Automated warning to all responders. Military hands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and shoot down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Alright. Now, all right. And that is pretty much it. I'm going to turn off this quest marker. That's going to be it for this video. And actually, we're going to want to go back where we came. There's lots of interesting things that we passed up along the way. Now that we have a little more strength, there'll be lots of good things to explore back in here. So, thanks for hanging with us. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe, that would be great too. And I'll be trying to put out at least one of these a week. So stay tuned for part 5 when we should be hitting level 6 and getting another pack of perk cards. Alright,